What's up, people? This is 2:44 in the afternoon of 4th of March 2019, and yep, I know I didn't vlog. I didn't shoot any vlog for yesterday and day before yesterday, and I didn't edit or upload any vlog either. I just wanted to take a break. I'll be honest. The whole schedule, the whole life was getting a bit too exhausting and a bit too, I just needed a break. I just wanted to take a little pause and take some rest. So that's what I did, and it's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Don't get me wrong. I was still working. I was still editing some client projects and stuff, but I was mostly relaxing. I have edited like 2 videos barely in these 2 days. Mostly chilling and resting. Not a lot of work. Also, I gave a day off to Rahul today because there wasn't a lot to be done. So yeah, that is that. But he had a day off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today is Monday. So that's a lot of days off. And I'll be honest, I want to make worth out of my money that I'm gonna pay him. So I will work so that tomorrow there is work that I can give him. I'll work so that I can prop up work for him tomorrow so that he can work. And yeah, because the productivity is kind of low right now for this weekend. Like Saturday, Sunday was kind of low productivity days. I took it a little too much of I took a bit of a chill pill. That's the best way of putting it. And don't get me wrong, it is really important to take a chill pill once in a while. With that said, there's a lot of work pending because of that. So today is the day we get all of that editing done. Off to the editing now. Oh, in the meanwhile, I just woke up at 1 o'clock today. I saw this movie. Finally, I saw this movie. If you don't know about this, I'm sure you live under a rock. It's called Back to the Future. I wanted to see that movie forever now. Finally, I've seen the movie. Hey, it's a nice movie. I like it. IMO. It is actually how everyone should make movies, or how great TV shows are made even today. Simple story. Okay, the story is nothing complex. There's one guy goes in the past. Because you are in the past, there's some fuck ups that happen. He doesn't deliberately go into past. He mistakenly goes into past because you're in the past. You do anything, you can change the course of time. So he does a few fuck ups, and that changes the course of time. And that change, how do I put it? That change in the course of time creates trouble in his own existence. Like, if the course of time changes, then he won't exist, which is basically known as the grandfather paradox. It's a big paradox. I can't explain you here, but if you want, you can go ahead on Google or on YouTube and you can find out what grandfather paradox is, which is also one of the reasons why it's believed that time travel will never be possible. But with that said and done, coming back to the story, he goes back into time, changes the course of time. That endangers his own existence. So he has to set things in order again so that his existence is not endangered. He does that, and then he barely makes it back into the future, and as in back into the present, and that's the whole story. It's a very simple, very great story. Oh, by the way, I'm just wanting to make some coffee, so why don't you follow me along while I make some coffee? Would you sit here and not fall? Please don't fall. Like, that would be an expensive fall. So as I was telling you, it's a really simple story which is told in a very amazing way. Like, the story is nothing special. The way it is told is special. Like, actually, it is told in such a simple way that it is easy for everyone to grab it, and I think that is one of the reasons why it became such a pop culture hit. Why is the movie so popular? Is because so many people could understand it. Being able to understand something is the first step in the first requirement. In order to be able to admire it, and that movie definitely nails the first step of being easy enough that everyone can understand it. Though the story is simple, it is not loose. It is not loose, which is a huge thing. I've seen a lot of these modern, newer Bollywood movies, especially, where the story is very simple, but it is so loosely put together. No, that's not the case. The story is is not at all loosely put together. It is right there where you would expect it to be. The movie is quite predictable because the story is so simple. Like, Game of Thrones is not as predictable. The reason being, the story and the whole world of Westeros is so complicated, and there are so many, small nooks and crannies and so many small details. A simpler story will always be more predictable. They're drilling again, for fuck's sake. They have been drilling for a month. What are they trying to, like, does Mumbai have like oil under it or what? Like, I'm sick of them drilling every day. Don't get me wrong, if you are a movie aficionado like me, you will find the story very predictable. You will exactly know when what is gonna happen, but that is like a caveat of having, simple stories. Simple stories are generally easily predictable. It's been a long time since we haven't talked. I was like, we need to talk. I'm just finding new places to keep my camera. Right now the camera is on top of the monitor. I wanted to keep it there so that I can type with both my hands while talking to you, but then I realized when I'm typing, sometimes that wobbles the desk, which can, drop the camera, and I don't want this camera to drop, so I will just use my left hand to hold the camera and right hand to type while I talk to you. Okay, there is also all my clothes that I washed yesterday, which are sitting here on the couch. I'm supposed to fold them, send these shirts for ironing. God, there's a lot of work to be done. Also, Rupak and Ashish. Ashish is coming. I think he's here. Yep, Ashish is here. I was just telling them Ashish is gonna come. Rupak will come around 4 o'clock, he told me. And yeah, there is a few things to take care of. I was just telling them कि थर्सडे को मैंने लास्ट व्लॉग अपलोड किया था, उसके बाद से मैंने व्लॉग शूट भी नहीं. थर्सडे फ्राइडे.
You're not telling them, you're telling me.
सैटरडे को नहीं किया था मैंने. सैटरडे संडे 2 दिन.
But you're not telling them, you're not telling me. You're telling me.
I'll tell you who are they.
I am them.
I will tell you who are they. Right now they are you. But in 5 years,
there'll be a lot of.
Yeah.
Come join.
Oh, you're listening to Eminem? Hey, what's up, people? This is 1:46 a.m. and I'm about to hit the shower and then about to hit the bed. Oh, today was not that exhausting, but a jam-packed day. I'm sorry, I forgot to take the camera with me. Damn it, I've been doing this for 1.5 months and I still forget the camera. How stupid that is of me. With that said and done, tomorrow I need to get up relatively early because we are going to BSE, the Bombay Stock Exchange, baby. We're in the big league. Not really. Anyway, so apparently it's a lot of complex stuff that even I don't have complete understanding about. I think Rupa could be able to explain you much better than I will be able to explain you, at least at this point. But it turns out that Bombay Stock Exchange, which is, as far as I know, the biggest and the most famous stock exchange in India, is it is what is it doing? It is planning to have startups listed on it as well, and there was some sort of like form where you could apply and stuff, and we applied, and apparently now we are in top 50s, which is a big deal. Of course, it's a big deal being in top 50 for anything in this country, in a country with such a huge population and so many people. That is definitely a huge thing, and we are up in the race for top 10 as far as I know. I'm not really sure what that exactly means and what that would bring on table for us as a startup, as an edutech company, as a bunch of entrepreneurs who are willing to make a change, and what that really means for some organization as huge as Bombay Stock Exchange, and what that means as for the whole country and the economy and the startup culture of this country in general, in whole. Since I don't have much idea, as I told you about this, I will not want to dwell a lot on it. Tonight I'm going to do some research about it before I sleep, but I'm just perplexed right now. I'm just in utter shock. Like, we have been invited to the Bombay Stock Exchange. Like, I am from a small town, okay? I remember watching stock. I have never been to the Bombay Stock Exchange so far, despite of living in Bombay for 2.5 years. Just bam, wow. Point number one. Point number two, I honestly, I'm just perplexed, like, I come from a small town. I've never been to Bombay Stock Exchange. I used to see it on TV as a kid, and I remember in the 2007, 2008, the economic crisis time, they had just recently installed a bull, like a huge idol of a bull, not a real bull, an idol of a bull in front of the Bombay Stock Exchange, just like Wall Street has in New York. And news channels and all these media people were saying that, I don't exactly remember, don't quote me on this one please, but they were saying that it was, this bull was a, what do you call it? It was a bad luck. It was bringing bad luck to the Bombay Stock Exchange, and that is why the economy was plummeting down, 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 down. But with that, with that said, the point is that it's like a dream that I never dreamt of coming true. Like I never imagined that I would go to Bombay Stock Exchange. Like, why would anyone call me, Yash Atish, 23-year-old nobody, to Bombay Stock Exchange? Like, wow, like why? Like, yeah, I told my mom and she was so freaking happy about it. Like, this is just like, I can't tell you what this really means to me. It's not like, I cherish this or something. I really never thought, like, it was like one of those things, like you watching the International Space Station or something. You never thought you would go to International Space Station. Like, why would anyone call you to International Space Station? Right, just the same way, like, why would anyone call me to Bombay Stock Exchange? Like, what do I have to do with a stock exchange? That too, the biggest, most famous stock exchange of this country. Like, that place to most people, including me, was like this. What International Space Station is to a lot of you, it's just like something out of this freaking world. Like, well, with that said and done, there are a lot of issues. For instance, I have given pretty much all my shirts for ironing, and I was supposed to collect them today, but today, as I told you, it was a packed day, so I couldn't do that. I missed doing that, and now I don't have any shirts for tomorrow. Of course, you don't want to wear a t-shirt to Bombay Stock Exchange, and and well, here's the thing. So the event is at 3:30, something like that tomorrow. We're supposed to meet at Vashi Station at 1 o'clock. Which means I'll have to get up tomorrow early and go and get the shirts from the laundry guy before he goes for a lunch. As far as I know, he goes for a lunch around 12 o'clock. Also, I don't have cash, so tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 11 a.m. I'm gonna run to the ATM, collect some cash, go to the laundry guy, collect my shirts, and then come back home, take a shower, put on good clothes, and then go to Bombay Stock Exchange. It's gonna be crazy, but hey, I need to sleep early for doing that. This is almost 2 o'clock, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and wish me luck. Bye bye.